David Gross for the Bass Guitar Channel. For the balance of this week, I'm going to be working with the 6-string bass, and hopefully, if it arrives on time, I'll be working towards the end of the week with this brand new Ken Bebensee created masterpiece of a 6-string bass. I hope it gets here in time. If not, we'll use it next week. But since I'm getting this new bass, I've been giving thought to my process on how I play this instrument. And I know some of you may be struggling to know where all the notes are. I mean, there is a lot of real estate. It is 6 strings. But I think I've come up with a way. It's kind of my 80-20 way of playing a 6-string bass. So let's get started. One of the things that's most amazing about this instrument, oh, and a little backstory. The reason I started playing 6-string bass was in the early 80s, when Ian McDonald, who was in Foreigner and King Crimson, had left Foreigner, he picked me to be the bass player in his new band. Now, obviously, the King Crimson connection sort of made me think, maybe I better buy a Chapman stick, which is what I did. I bought a Chapman stick on 48th Street, which is the music, or was the music mecca in New York City. And about 5-10 days later, I realized I have to reevaluate my entire approach. And I wasn't willing to do that. So I'm walking down 48th Street figuring, what am I going to do with this instrument? And I see in Alex Music, which is no longer in business, this number 6 Federa 6-string bass. And I'm going, I could do the 2-hand stuff on the low strings, and I can do some other stuff with the high strings. This may solve both problems of A, getting the sound of a Chapman stick, and B, having Godfrey bark. No, and B, having the flexibility to use my fingerings with the right hand as well. So there I am with my 6-string bass. Took it home, and I'm looking at the thing, and I'm going, well, these 4 strings are the same, so what have I got below and what have I got above? And then it dawned on me, I have 2 octaves in one position. I'll show you what I mean. So if I go up in a 6-fret range, I've got 1 octave, 2 octaves, and a third 2 octaves above. Which got me to thinking, because as you've seen in a number of my videos, I'm not looking at everything from a note-for-note basis. I'm looking at things from an intervallic relationship. As a matter of fact, not only am I looking at it intervallically, I'm looking at a scale as a giant 13th chord. Now, what do I mean by that? Let me show you. If I'm in D, that's root. E becomes 2, F sharp becomes 3, G becomes 4, A becomes 5, B becomes 6, and of course C sharp becomes a major 7th, and then you have an octave. Now, if you go, that's 2 again, but that's actually 9 because we're on the 2nd octave. That's 10. That's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, it's an octave 2 octaves above. There you go with the second 2 octaves above and a third 2 octaves above. Okay, then what about my triads? Root, 3, 5, octave, octave, 3, 5, octave again. What if I'm now looking at it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And here's that big 13 chord, that giant 13th as I call it. 1, 3, 5, major 7, major 9, 11, 13, octave, and again, the major third, 2 octaves above. Let's think of this numerically. If D is 1, this is 7, C sharp. The great thing about music and math is that there are so many basic mathematical skills, like addition, that help. So 7 and 3 is 10. 10 is actually a third. How about 3 and 3? 6. How about 6 and 3? 9. How about 9 and 3? 12. How about 12 and 3? 15. So I'm thinking intervallically, if I start with my first finger here, these are all the numerical numbers. And numerical numbers are great because what other kind of numerical numbers can you have? How many numbers are not numerical? Oh, that's one for the gods. So if this is root, this is 1. 1 plus 3 is what? 4. 4 plus 3 is what? Well, 7, but in this case, it's a flat 7. 7 and 3, that becomes a flat 10. 10 and 3 is a flat 13. 2 octaves above, it's a flat 9. How about this? Flat 2. Flat 2 and 3 is flat 5 or sharp 4. How about 4 and 3 is major 7, major 10, add another 3, major 13, and that's 2 octaves above. Okay, we've got a major 2. 2 and 3 is 5. 5 and 3 is 8, octave. 8 and 3 is an 11. 11 and 3 is 14. However, this is the major 14. It's flat 14 or flat 7, 2 octaves above. And then we got this. That's a flat 3. So you see, there's an awful lot here to work with. Tomorrow I want to get into a couple of the other fingerings, but I just want you to start here. Some of you, yeah, you know all this stuff. But do you really? Do you really know it inside and out? I mean, I can go anywhere on the neck and know exactly what interval it's going to be. More importantly, not only do I know what interval, I know what it sounds like. So we'll get more into this tomorrow. I'm David Gross. This is the Bass Guitar Channel, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day.